This is Fixing Assets, and we're now going to go back to the summer, before even this video was taken, when we were trying to get the Spitfire in a position where it was back on the road after 2 years of hibernation. Let's go and have a look. First little video on the Spitfire. I've done a little bit of painting there just to protect that. You'd never know unless you look at it from more than, I don't know, 50 yards. So yeah, 50-yard paint job on that, but the rest of the car's not in pristine condition anyway. It's just a nice user, so I'm not too complaining about that. I've got the boot open because there's a nice hose there. Now I'm having a look around at the lights. So these are the headlight. This is headlights on, so we've got that working. It's apparently in reverse gear. I don't think it is. I'll double check. That one isn't working there. See, that wasn't in reverse. It's in reverse now. So yeah, that's not 100% right. What about the front? Two headlights. Side light there. No side light there. So check the main beams and hazards, main beam. Main beam's okay. The indicators aren't working very well. Now the other thing is the brake lights. I mean the reverse lights not coming on for some reason. Well, that's not the reverse light out. Must be a sticky switch. Right, so deactivate the brake light. Okay, so I've checked the video footage back and the brakes aren't working. Brake lights aren't working. Yeah, well, the side light was a very easy fix. The bulb had come out. The other ones I don't think are going to be that easy a fix, and I'm going to have to start in the dashboard. So I've spent a bit more time on the task at hand. Fuse box there. You can tell that that fuse isn't going to do a whole lot. There again, it's in the spare fuse holder. That one's fine. That one has blown. Fine. 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 Let's now this I'm hoping will sort the brakes and the flashes, because I can't work out why else it would have gone like that. I'll take two, so I've got a spare. No flashing. It's still somewhat working. Okay, so that's started flashing. Right hand light. Right hand light. Left hand light. Left hand light. Now, if I remember rightly, this hazard switch is absolutely freaking ridiculous. There we go. Spin it a few times. And we've got a right turn signal. So yeah, not too fussed about the hazards, if I'm honest. So I've undone that a bit more. You see, it's very finicky about how. But anyway, whilst that's going, worked out. It isn't bad earth on there, but although that bulb doesn't look like it's gone, I think it's gone. And that bulb is, well, to be honest with you, I don't know what that bulb is. It's definitely not great. So, last thing to check is the brake lights. So let's see if the fuse has. Okay, so let's see if the fuse has sorted the brake lights. We're now at a stage where we can say we'll fix some of the lights, we'll know what the issue is, or some of the issues. I think we've got bulbs, so I'm going to get bulbs, which I'll do today. In there, we've got a dodgy hazard warning switch, which I'm going to get sorted. I mean, it's even affecting the indicators themselves. Okay, so the changing of that bulb has sorted one issue. Now the other issue is the actual bulb holder here. What I do, make contact with the earth here, there, then push the bulb to make earth with a contact, and it lights up. So effectively what we've got is a bulb holder that isn't earthing it right. So I'm going to try and see if I can source one of those. Still no brake lights. Next port of call involves this and the brake pedal switch. Now the last time the brake pedal switch was faulty, it was actually physically broken, which it isn't this time. There's no wires loose. I'll just put a little bit of light on the subject. That's the brake pedal switch there. What I'll do with it, to push the brake switch, so it's currently it's currently pushed to brake. You push down on it, it releases the switch, turns the light on. So what I've got to do, I've got to use the multimeter and see if it's actually turned, if there's A, electric getting to it, and B, if it's actually turned the electric on. Way to test the switch. Just made those two together. I'll have 1, 2 brake lights on there. So the left hand one may be a little bit dim. Let's swap it over. I think that's better the other way around. Yeah, that one there's still dimmer, but it's probably to do with the cleanliness of the lens and a lot of other stuff. New brake light switch and bulb holder in. Reverse lights work. Brake lights work too. If you've watched my channel since before I had 100 subscribers, you'll remember I've had an issue with this brake and the handbrake. Well, I spotted a missing clip on the back, so reassembled the brakes, and once I've got this on, I'm going to be giving it a test. Lucky for us. And yes, this is the test drive. Well, this is more than a test drive, this is probably about a 60-mile test drive. And the brake was working quite well. I do think it has perhaps gone a little bit, but I think it may just be the adjustment. Anyway, because it's now September, what I'm going to do is I'm going to include in my maintenance schedule for the car over the winter an inspection of that particular brake drum, and perhaps change the cylinder on that drum, because that may or may not be the issue. So that is the work that was done to get the Spitfire back up and running. So obviously there was other bits that I didn't include or didn't record or whatever, but it's been quite fun to have back on the road. And because I've got the garage, it means that I can obviously play around with it and get on with it at my convenience. So if you like watching Fixing Assets, please like, comment and subscribe. Help us with them algorithms. And tune in for the next episode of Fixing Assets.